What's up everybody, welcome back to another Dazzle video. Today we are going to go over Nothl Boon. Is Nothl Boon worth taking? The answer is no.
Dazzle.
Even if you're playing a game where there are 0 poison touch opportunities, you're playing against Oracle, Legion, Lifestealer, Abaddon, Jug, all heroes that can purge off the poison touch, you should always take Poison Bloom. Nothl Boon is actually just that bad. In order to explain how bad Nothl Boon is, I'm going to go over 2 main categories. Number 1, the use cases are very limited. And number 2, it's not powerful or impactful. Let's start with use cases. So we're going to go in chronological order, starting off with the laning phase. Does it increase kill potential? The answer is absolutely not. In the lane, you can tank maybe 1 right click, and that's pretty much all it does. Maybe 2 right clicks. So you're trading 75 mana for 1 or 2 enemy right clicks. And you're forced to use Shadow Wave when you're full health to get value out of it. Oh, and by the way, you're basically taking no points in poison touch, or maybe just 1 point, but either way, you're severely limiting your kill potential and just throwing away poison touch, which is one of the best laning spells in the game. You're also forcing yourself to use Shadow Wave in very limited circumstances. Shadow Wave in the lane has a ton of different uses. You can mess with enemy last hits, you can deny enemy levels, you can secure your own levels, you can secure a last hit on a range creep, or you can secure a last hit on multiple melee creeps. You can cast a heal bomb during a trade, you can restore your lane partner's health or your own health. None of these happen at full health. And even if in that 0.1% of times where you're full health and you cast Shadow Wave, it's just a physical barrier which has no positive impact on any spells, which are the main source of damage during key parts of the lane. And because you have little to no points in poison touch, you're not doing any damage to the enemy, they have no incentive to back away, and you have 0 kill threat, 0 aggression. Moving on to the mid game. Does Nothl Boon help you farm faster? The answer is not at all. Because you've only taken either 1 or 2 points in poison touch, you can't clear jungle camps and you can't push waves very quickly. Ask yourself this: when during farming jungle camps or creep waves are you at full health? The answer is never. On top of that, it's not like having a 100 physical barrier is going to incentivize you to farm a creep wave or help you feel safer while farming a creep wave. The next big question is, when during a team fight would you or your allies be at full health? Almost never. It's purely at just the beginning of a team fight, and even then, in most cases, all of your allies are not going to be at full health. I would actually argue that in the current patch, giving away your position before a fight by casting Shadow Wave is worse than not casting it at all. So it's almost griefing you on purpose. In 7.36, your weave was nerfed from 1, 2, 3 armor per spell to just 1. This means that it's really not worth it anymore to cast spells on your allies before they go into team fights. You're giving them 1 armor and a 150 physical health barrier if they're full health. Not revealing your position at all is much more important before team fights. Now that we've established you can never use Nothl Boon, what about when you can use it? That 0.1% of the time when you use it, is it good? Nope. The first thing I want to point out here is that the numbers just absolutely suck. The highest barrier, we'll talk about one exception at the very end, but outside of that one exception, the highest barrier you can give your team is 455 physical health barrier with Greaves and Locket. But you're going to have to commit your Greaves before the fight, which is never something you want to do because you're missing out on a very important component of the item, which is the Dispel. It also does not block pure or magic damage. On top of that, there's an entry-level support item that is actually 3 or 4 times as good as Nothl Boon. Let's say you play support Dazzle. In order to get the most out of Nothl Boon, you buy Holy Locket, which costs 2,250 gold. It forces you to buy a wand, a diadem. At level 15, which is like minute 20 to 25, you take the plus 45 Shadow Wave heal talent. you can give somebody a whopping 246 barrier. And that's if you take the talent. Let's say you're level 14 and below. It goes down to 189. Instead of buying a glimmer cape, instead of buying an urn, instead of buying a mech, instead of buying a Yule scepter, instead of buying an ether lens, instead of buying your shard, you bought a holy locket. You can save 850 gold, buy a Pavis for 1400, and get a 300 barrier. Oh, and by the way, Pavis gives you 1 more armor, 138 more mana, with only 48 less health than the 2250 gold Holy Locket. By the way, you can cast Pavis from 1000 range, which is 200 more than your actual Shadow Wave. So until you buy a Holy Locket and take the right level 15 talent, you're only giving a maximum of a 145 HP physical barrier. So it doesn't help increase kill potential in the lane, it doesn't help you increase sustain in the lane, it doesn't help you farm and increase your net worth, it doesn't help you during a team fight, it doesn't scale at all, it's just a flat low number throughout the whole game. You can barely use it. So what does Nothl Boon do? I would say the biggest way it griefs you is by robbing you of the potential of using Poison Bloom. Having a chance to hex 8 targets in an AoE for 1.6 seconds is extremely valuable at all stages of the game. Think of it like this. Nothl Boon is like 3/4 of a Pavis value. Poison Bloom is like having 5 hexes in a team fight. Would you rather have 5 hexes in your inventory or 3/4 of a Pavis? To finish off the video, I'm going to go over 2 scenarios about Nothl Boon. There must be some sort of interaction with other heroes that makes Nothl Boon really good. Maybe a hero like Oracle. If Oracle ults one of your allies, the heal that the ally takes is amplified. If you heal them a lot, will they come out with a big barrier? The answer is no. You actually come out with fucking 0 shield. Another question I thought in my head, doesn't Dazzle's Ags boost up your heal by 6x? The answer is yes. However, Dazzle's Ags works by giving you multiple instances of heal, not increasing the heal by 6x. So Nothl Boon works horribly with that interaction because it only takes one of those 6 numbers. There is, however, one instance where you can actually go into a team fight with a 5,000 or 7,000 physical barrier. If you buy Satanic, 3 Rapiers, you have your Ags, and a Daedalus, and you go into a Creep Wave, and you pop your Satanic, and you Shadow Wave, you will get a 5,000 to 7,000 barrier depending upon how much you crit. If you don't use Satanic, you're getting around 1,000 to 1,500 inside a Creep Wave. However, it would be just as effective without Nothl Boon. This is because you never want to pop a Satanic before a fight. You would always pop your Satanic to turn a fight. Did I mention that it's dispelled by Nullifier or any other dispel? So if a support just clicks Yules on you, bye-bye physical barrier. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope they buff Nothl Boon soon so it's usable. I hope you guys have a great day and good luck on your next games as Dazzle.